The evolution of architecture in New York, a city's transformation. New York City, one of the world's most iconic metropolises, boasts a rich architectural history spanning over 4 centuries. From colonial-era buildings to modern skyscrapers, the city's diverse architectural styles reflect its cultural, economic, and technological transformations. This article delves into the fascinating history of architecture in New York, exploring its significant periods, influential figures, and iconic landmarks. Colonial era, 1609 to 1776. During the Dutch colonial period, New York's architecture was characterized by simple, functional buildings made of wood and stone. The oldest surviving structure from this era is the Peter Clayson Wyckoff House, 1652, a Dutch colonial-style farmhouse in Brooklyn. As the British took control of the city, Georgian-style architecture emerged, exemplified by the Maurice Jumel Mansion, 1765, a stunning example of colonial-era elegance. Federal and Greek Revival periods, 1776 to 1840. Following the American Revolution, New York's architecture evolved with the Federal style, marked by symmetry, classical details, and ornate decoration. The Federal-style Hamilton Grange National Memorial, 1802, and the Greek Revival-style Brooklyn Borough Hall, 1846, showcase this era's architectural advancements. Italianate and Victorian eras, 1840 to 1890. The mid-19th century saw the rise of Italianate and Victorian styles, characterized by ornate facades, turrets, and elaborate ornamentation. The iconic St. Patrick's Cathedral, 1858, and the Cooper Union Foundation Building, 1859, exemplify these styles. Beaux-Arts and Art Deco periods, 1890 to 1940. The late 19th and early 20th centuries brought the Beaux-Arts movement, emphasizing grandeur, classical proportions, and ornate decoration. The New York Public Library, 1911, and Grand Central Terminal, 1913, epitomize this style. The Art Deco era followed, introducing sleek, modern designs, as seen in the Chrysler Building, 1930, and the Empire State Building, 1931. Modern and postmodern eras, 1940 to 2000. Post-World War II, modernist architecture dominated the cityscape, with iconic buildings like the United Nations headquarters, 1952, and the Seagram Building, 1958. The postmodern movement brought playful, eclectic designs, exemplified by the Sony Building, 1984, and the AT&T Building, 1984. Contemporary era, 2000 present. Today, New York's architecture continues to evolve, incorporating sustainable design, innovative materials, and cutting-edge technology. Notable examples include One World Trade Center, 2014, the High Line, 2009, the Whitney Museum of American Art, 2015, Hudson Yards, 2019, influential architects. Several renowned architects have shaped New York's architectural landscape. Stanford White, McKim, Mead and White, Frank Lloyd Wright, Guggenheim Museum, IM, Pei, Rockefeller Center, Museum of Natural History, Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, One World Trade Center, Frank Gehry, 8 Spruce Street. Conclusion: New York City's architectural history is a testament to its cultural and economic resilience. From colonial-era simplicity to contemporary innovation, the city's diverse architectural styles reflect its ever-changing identity. As the city continues to evolve, its iconic landmarks and cutting-edge designs will forever shape the urban landscape. Timeline: 1609. Dutch colonial era begins 1776. American Revolution, 1840. Italianate and Victorian eras, 1890. Beaux-Arts movement, 1913. Grand Central Terminal opens, 1930. Art Deco era, 1940. Modernist era, 1980. Postmodern movement, 2000. Contemporary era. Sources: The Architecture of New York City by Anthony W. Robbins. New York City, A Cultural History by Eric Homburger. The Oxford Handbook of New York City, edited by Samuel Zipp.